Hello, everybody. Oh, I love doing these. This is our Q&A call, and I would first of all love to say thank you so much for being here. I would like to ground us first in the energy of this. So, taking a moment to take a few breaths, inviting in the mind, body, and soul, and all aspects of self to be willing to receive and share, to accept, trust, and believe. I am inviting you to be open, so I am open with no expectations, no limitations, and a conscious awareness of I am creating my outcome. I also invite you to recognize that any questions asked during this Q&A are questions that somebody else is thinking about or is leaning into wondering the answers to, whatever the case is, really allowing that there are no silly questions. There truly isn't any silly questions, and I just really like the energy of that. I wanted to share a couple things with you as we go in towards me bringing up the questions. One is, first of all, I had sent out an email offering mantra cards. I have the I am open and the I am love mantras. That I said the I am open one. That's that one there. The bottom's now changed, but it's a really beautiful starting place. And on the flip side of that is the I am love mantra. Uh, I am in the process of mailing these out. I have shared in the comments a link so you can actually check it out and put your name down for these as well. I know that there's a date of April 4th on there, and if you're seeing this at any time past April 4th, then do still feel free to reach out if you're interested in these. What's really exciting about these is I already had them out all over a large portion of the world. Having said that, with this mailings that I'm doing currently, these cards are going out to 8 different countries, and they're going out to a couple new countries that they've never been sent to before, and that's really super magical. So if you're interested in getting the mantra cards physically in your hand, I am mailing these out. Check the comments there for how to go about finding them. Also, too, I have a workshop coming up here at, actually tomorrow I have a workshop coming up around the Inner Dragon Quest. I have a few people signed up. I would love it if you were interested in doing that as well. And it's really kind of leaning into your Inner Dragon archetype and the chakra, and the one that is going to help you move forward in your life. If you are interested in finding out a little bit more information about that, ask me. Feel free to ask me, and I'll send you the quiz first of all, so you can find out which inner dragon archetype and chakra you are connected to help you move forward. I also have another workshop coming up this month. It's a 8-day Meet Your Guide. Meet My Guide, an 8-day Meet My Guide workshop. The last time that this was held was back in 2019, I think. I am bringing it up again right now, all live with you guys. And in doing that, this is now how do all of these guides work and inter partnership, the relationships with your inner child, inner dragon, as well as these guides as well. And that's the magical part of this is 6 years ago we had no concept of inner dragon. Now we have a much better understanding and stepping into that. And what does inner dragon mean to us as we meet these 8 guides? So that's coming up this month as well. And then in the very end, I believe it's just about the last week of April, I have a basic shaman course that I would like you to consider. And that is a very powerful course It is actually a paid event. It's the one paid event I'm talking about right now. Everything else has been free that I've been talking about today. That is a paid workshop, and if you are wanting to know more about uh, shamanism, I am definitely willing to step into a leadership role or a teaching role, a mentorship role to assist you with that. I just really love how much my life has changed when I realized the shaman within myself. So there's a lot of information for you. Having said that, let's dive into these questions now. So the first one is from Lav, and we're literally answering that about 6 minutes in here. So there's a sense of isolation. I'm feeling like my world has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, and there's only me standing. I'm ready for it to expand. Anything on this? This is a very, very powerful question, and I think it really goes to show where many humans are right now in North America. I'm going to say, because I'm not sure about other places, but North America for sure, in recognizing that we're now post the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, and our worlds have shrunk. I can definitely attest to my world having shrunk as well. And what it's done, though, is provided an opportunity to reach out into this expansiveness of what else is there out there for me. So I'm connecting in with a lot of different guides now. I'm connecting in with nature, and I really like all my and ums right now. I'm going to tap into seeing what this means for you specifically, Lav. And I love doing this because as soon as I do this, that beautiful source dragon shows up, and it's bebopping around with the key and actually a pair of roller skates. So there's something about being in motion and that you have the key to unlock it. I know the song. I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and you got a brand new key. Um, that's very much showing that there's two pieces that are involved with that. And when I'm talking about that, it's really interesting how a lot of direction has been, okay, how come this is happening outside here? So the isolation is outside. It's being a friend with yourself first is what's coming up. It's always coming back into this energy, because when you become friends with yourself, you and your inner child, you and your inner dragon, whatever the case is, um, it's giving yourself the space to then be friends with others or to see what else there is out there. What do you want to do? For myself, I made a point in the last couple months of doing a lot of traveling to help with a bunch of different situations. So that was one of my ways to really help me with this feeling of not traveling. I wasn't traveling in the places that I wanted to travel, meaning I wasn't going to the Caribbean. I wasn't going to different places where I mountain bike and that. It was to do traveling in different. I had to travel to get to point B to help somebody with something. But that traveling in between was so beneficial to me because I felt like I was traveling. I got to incorporate that in my life. So you're being invited, Lav, to look at what are small things that you are missing, and maybe it's not as small things, maybe it's big things that you're missing. What is that thing that you're missing? For me, it was travel. For you, you're feeling isolated. So are you missing family gatherings? Are you missing your kids? Are you missing acquaintances? Are you missing a job? Are you missing gatherings for I used to go to the bar to go dancing. It wasn't the bar that I missed the dancing. So first of all, pinpoint what that is, and then give yourself over to doing that wherever it is that you're capable of doing that with small steps, meaning that you don't have to necessarily find a concert to go to, because then you're not isolated. Well, you could be just as isolated in that crowd. It's what is the sense of isolation that you're feeling, okay? And I do have some understanding of the physical things that have put you into that position that are above and beyond the pandemic. There are other things that have gone on that have put you into that position. So kind of look at where do you want to go? What do you want to feel with that as well? And that will help you to start to move in that direction. Because when we put it out there, then it can start to be delivered. Okay? Very, very powerful. If anybody who is watching this has any questions, feel free to write them in the comments too, and I'll answer you there. So the next question is for Sherry. I'm having a health issue. Okay, you know what? Okay, thank you. I'm going to see how far we are here. Okay, so Sherry asks, I'm having a health issue that a CT scan is labeling medium to severe. Will I be able to resolve this without surgery? Okay, so first of all, I am definitely not a health practitioner. Anything that I say is around the energy of something, and anything medical, you are being advised to go to your medical professionals to get specific answers with regards to that. The things that you can do on the energetic level, we actually spoke this morning, so you have already gone and done something really magical with regards to your spiritual team with that. Another group that I am very connected with and consciously aware of using myself is that Michelle Small Wright's medical assistance program with the White Brotherhood, and that they are a very powerful spiritual medical team to use as well. Let me take another look at what your question was so I can get a clearer seeing of what's coming through here. Will I be able to resolve this without surgery? Again, I am not going to say yes or no. I'm inviting you to lean into connecting in with your spiritual medical team, and like what you said in our conversation this morning was so very, very powerful. And it's also having the faith that like the bigger purposes that are in place, the lessons that are being put in front of us to help us to move to the next place. It's so interesting because as soon as I close my eyes, I'm seeing multiple rings. I don't know if that's, in fact, that's not because of that. That's something else. I'm seeing multiple rings all interlaced. So when something happens here, it's got a ripple effect. And how you react to that is going to send that ripple effect in different ways. So you can have a tsunami, or you can have this beautiful, gentle, loving ripple effect happening. It's how are you stepping into the energy of your belief in this. Very, very powerful place. I'm going to read that again. Will I be able to resolve this without surgery? It's so interesting because I'm getting the word maybe, and as well, it's what is your role? What active role are you taking in this health concern? That's what's coming through. Okay. Thank you very much for your question. The next question in this, and believe if you have any questions, anybody who's watching this, please feel free to write your questions down in the comments. Okay, so Mary's question is, what is the most important thing I can focus on in this 6-month period after self-care to gain clarity on my true vision? What is the most important thing I can focus on in this 6-month period? I'm going to do that as a standalone. After self-care to gain clarity on my true vision. Okay, so there's a couple questions coming up. We are 3 solid months coming up at the starting of the 4th month of this year. There was likely some vision work that you did at the end of December coming into January, possibly with that 30-day challenge. If you didn't, that's absolutely fine. But the bigger picture here first is, what is the vision? What is the vision? Some of this I know, okay? Some of this I know. There's something coming up. That phrase alone, some of this I know, is extremely important for you, Mary. It's some of this you know because that trajectory is already on the it's already happening. You have totally decided to move away from fate and into destiny, okay? And that's a very powerful direction to be going in. So some of this I know is very, very powerful. I'm going to read the part again. What is the most important thing I can focus on in this 6-month period to gain clarity on my true vision? Okay, so when you think about clarity, okay, thank you. What they're saying is feel. What do you want to feel? What do you want to feel in 6 months? That is the most powerful piece to this that they're asking for you to recognize is, how do I want to feel at the end of this 6 months? And choose to step into questioning the things that you're doing. Is this moving me towards how I want to feel? It's so fascinating because today I really recognized again, literally, how much stuff I've been shifting and changing and moving. Meaning that I've helped my mom and stepdad clear out their house. I've helped my dad move a couple times. I've helped myself clear out a number of different houses and move stuff. It was in the process during March of doing the same thing with my daughter and her husband. And then I did it with my stepdad, my father-in-law's house. So there's a lot of energy clearing. What I wasn't seeing in that's become real clear is, first of all, that's something that I'm naturally doing all the time. So there's things already in place that you're naturally doing that you may be taking for granted, or that you're not recognizing what they are actually doing. And I know that you've been doing a lot of cleaning out of things in your space as well. And in the cleaning out of those things, you're making room for this other energy to come in. Today's moon, we're talking about March 31st, 2025. It's a waxing crescent, so that's about intention. So again, some of this you already know. What are you asking for? You're asking for clarity. The clarity is, what do I want to feel? What's helping me move in that direction? Is cleaning out this box moving in that direction? Yes, because I want to feel like I've got the space cleared out. Yes, because I want to feel that there's space for other things to come in. Yes, because I want to feel like I can move on with my life. There's so many different pieces to this. I want to feel joy in my life. I've already started to change how I'm speaking about things, and that's moving me forward. So really recognize how each of these steps are moving you in that direction. Whew. Is there anything else that wants to come through on that? How do you want to feel, and in which area of your life do you want to feel it? So there's something about your true vision, and is what you're saying your true vision. I know that feels possibly like that's clear to you. It may not be clear to me, and if it's not clear to me, I'm just using this as an example. Is it clear to the divine guidance what it is? So the vision is what? What is your vision? Is your vision to be living in a different part of the country? Is the vision to be self-sufficient? Is the vision to be traveling? What is the vision for you as a person? Where are you going? So keep all those little bits and pieces in mind as well. Okay, that's a big one. There's a lot there for a lot of different people. Very powerful. Okay, so the next question, and actually already the final question, is from Maria. So if anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm going to have a drink of water too. Okay. I'm wondering if this is from Maria. I'm wondering if there's a member of my spirit team who would like to share their name with me, or if there's a specific way that I can call on them. I love that. I was just in a 2.5 hour beautiful space with whether someone that I hold dear to my heart, and we were having conversations back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And what's coming through most strongly is really recognizing, as I turn back within myself, how am I presenting myself, and knowing you for who you are, this beautiful soul, and I'm choosing to forego saying that aspect of yourself that I recognize in you, that you use in a very special place. Are you presenting yourself as that when you are connecting in with these beings that you would like to have share who they are with you? And I think what I just said, it's coming to the table and sharing space. It's meeting them on the level that they already see you as. There was powerful sentences said this morning about, I am the value my soul sees me as being. I am the person that I can't remember how the other one went. My apologies. I am the soul I am the value my soul sees me as being. This morning, in writing my inner dragon archetypes chakra um, mantras, the self-identity piece was I am capable and confident. What it's been in the past is I am capable and confident of my self-identity and all I can be. This morning when I wrote it out, it became I am capable and confident in all I can be in my self-identity. Feel the power of that. I am capable and confident in all I can be in my self-identity. Okay? There's something very, very powerful when you come in as the powerful self that you are. Then the revealing of things happen in a much more on the same frequency is what's coming up. Okay, Maria? Very powerful. Yeah. I'm just going to confirm that that was all of it. If anybody else had any questions, that would be wonderful. All those have been answered. Okay. I'm just going to go to a couple sources here and make sure that I'm not missing any questions. Nope, no other questions. I guess that was it. Okay, everybody, I told you about the mantra cards, that there's a workshop on April 1st about the Inner Dragon Quest, the roadmap, path of purpose and power, and also to the upcoming 8-day Meet My Guide workshop that's bringing the Inner Dragon into all the energy of the other guides, and then that there's a basic shaman course at the very end of April. Have a magical, magical day, and know that you are fully supported. Take care, everybody. Thank you.